about the Mars Curiosity rover. So anytime you're ready.
Hello everyone, my name is Ms. Andy and I'll be talking about the Mars Curiosity rover mission. The Mars Curiosity rover is a part of NASA's Mars Exploration Program, a long-term effort of robotic exploration of the red planet. Curiosity was designed to determine whether Mars ever had an environment able to sustain small life forms called microbes. The goals of the Curiosity mission include determining whether life ever arose on Mars. The Mars Science Laboratory will look for chemical elements that may be building blocks of life. These building blocks include elements necessary to life, such as carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur. Another goal of the Curiosity rover mission is to characterize the climate on Mars. Scientists hope to determine if the environmental conditions were ever capable of supporting microbial life. An example may be bare rock, which can indicate the presence of water. The third goal is to characterize the geology of Mars. Mars Science Laboratory will study the rock and soil record in order to understand the geologic processes that created and modified the Martian crust and surfaces throughout time. In particular, it will look for evidence of rocks that formed in the presence of water. The last goal is to prepare for human exploration. By demonstrating the ability to land large, heavy payloads on the surface of Mars, the Mars Science Laboratory will pave the way for sending equipment needed by any human explorers in the future. Having experience in the precision landing techniques will also provide the first early steps in developing the ability to send astronauts to a given location safely. A better understanding and characterization of radiation levels at the surface of Mars will help mission planners understand potential hazards faced by any further astronaut crews and design methods for protecting their home. So, exploring Curiosity. Curiosity is a car-sized robotic rover exploring Gale Crater on Mars. Curiosity is the largest rover ever sent to Mars. It has a height of 7 feet, length of 9 feet, and weighs about 2,000 pounds. Curiosity's trip to Gale Crater, which is 96 miles wide with the giant, the Curiosity's trip to Gale Crater took over 8 months. The journey was about 354 million miles. The 2.5 billion spacecraft was launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida on November 26th and landed on Aeolus Palace in Gale Crater on Mars on August 6th. So, the instrumentation and methods. So, since it is thought that one of the key requirements for habitability is the presence of liquid water, Curiosity will search for signs of water buried beneath the Martian surface. In order to do this, the rover will shove the neutrons under the planet's surface with the hope that the particle bumps against hydrogen atoms, one of the two types of atoms that make up water molecules. Another instrumentation on the rover is the ChemCam, which will fire a laser and analyze the elemental composition of vaporized materials from areas smaller than 1 millimeter on the surface. Curiosity's 7-foot arms is able to pick up samples from the surface and cook them inside the rover, sniffing the gases that come out of the water and analyzing them for clues as to how they were formed. If it does pick up evidence of organic material, the sample analysis of Mars instrument will be able to double check that. So this is the sample analysis, and this was when the technicians and engineers were getting ready to carefully install the 88-pound onto the instrument of the Curiosity rover. So this is like one of the main instruments used. So far the Curiosity rover has made some pretty interesting discoveries. Some of the data collected from the rover are, scientists found that ancient Mars could have supported living microbes. The rover discovered some of the key ingredients to life: carbon, hydrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur. The rover also found evidence of ancient water flows. Another discovery that the Curiosity detected was the dangerous levels of radiation. The radiation level on Mars is noted to have exceeded the career limit for astronauts in NASA. The last discovery made by the Curiosity rover is that there is a tremendous amount of geological diversity on the Gale Crater and Mars. According to NASA, Curiosity found various types of gravel, strandbed deposits, what could possibly be volcanic rock, water-transported sand dunes, mudstones, and cracks filled with minimal rains. All of these yield to clues to Mars' past. NASA's Curiosity rover has been on Mars for over 3 years now, being very successful in providing scientists and researchers with insightful information that has helped them determine more information about the Martian planet. The Curiosity rover will remain on Mars. Scientists hope to gather newer information from the rover in the near future. Thank you.
You laughing at me?